can tell that. Why are we even talking about that? That's two different dudes. Different ears, nose, eyes. The hair is completely different. Of course, that's not too hard to do. I'm bald, so if I throw on a wig, it's going to be really easy to be somebody else. But the eyes, come on, man. It's two completely different eyes. His eyes look like the school photo looks like he is targeted. So he's on a mission. He's happy. He's got a great life. Inside at court, he looks like he's freaking inbred. You see his eyes are like poking out in two different directions. So there is a lot of stuff going on. The Batman Massacre, I cannot express how sad I am for the families that went through that, and for the people that have yet to be killed or not to be killed, or whatever terrorist action is going on the next 3 to 5 years. I'm sorry for all that stuff. That stuff is happening here. It's happening overseas. It's happening all over the world. And it's just, it eats my heart out. You know, it rips my guts, and I can't explain it. Why is it happening? And why in the world is everybody looking at the government? Is it just a weird phenomenon that something weird happens? You know, somebody busts out with a whole bunch of guns and slaughters people, you know, 15, 20 deep, and so they blame the government. Why? Why are we immediately blaming the government? Do we have a reason to? Have they given us a reason to blame them for this? Have they covered up so much over the past years that we have no other choice than to look at them and say, well, you know, you do have a smoking gun in your hand. Well, what are we supposed to think? You know, we need you. At the same time, we don't know if we can trust you or not. And this is what everybody's saying it. They're just afraid to say it. We need you. We love the law because we want to live by it. You know, we chose this law. We chose this life, this path. But good grief, we're walking around and we have, like, your hands are strangling us every time we open our eyes or try to breathe for ourselves or do something for ourselves. We want to walk across the street and you trip us and then smack us in the face and say, hey, I didn't say you could walk across the street, buddy. So sometimes we want to walk by ourselves. Sometimes we want to have something secret, something private, and it's okay, like religion. We want to have some of that stuff is private, and it's okay to have that. And you don't have to, you know, I'm going off. I think that there's some weird stuff going on just like everybody else. I'm looking at the different governments of the world just like everybody else. I'm coming out to say it like not too many people. But that's what the Zombie Life podcast is here to do, and to help people rant and rave and listen to me. I'm just going off like a crazy monkey. So let me go on to the next thing. I've got a couple more things that I can share with you. So let me get inside my little grab bag of goodies here and let you know what's coming up on some shows later down the road a little bit. Julianne Snow, she's the author of the book Days with the Undead. She started a blog about a year or two ago, year and a half ago. Julianne, whenever you come on, you can tell me how long your blog has been up. She's not blogging on there anymore because she has a book that came out, Days with the Undead. You got to read this thing. It's freaking incredible. It's one of the best zombie stories I've ever read in my whole entire life, and I'm not just saying that. I write a freaking zombie blog, so I can say that. I'm impressed. This stuff is really good, and it's freaking horrifying. So if you like to be scared and pee in your pants while you're sitting in your recliner, then read Days with the Undead. Julianne Snow, she's going to be on here, and you're not going to want to miss that episode. I think we're recording tomorrow, so that's going to come up on the next episode. This one or the following episode that's coming up in a week or two. Joshua's coming on. He's one of the characters from EddieRotten.com. You're not going to want to miss that interview either because he's a actual military dude, and he's going to tell us the ins and outs of his character, why he likes zombies, what he thinks about the apocalypse, and all the things that make him tick as a character inside EddieRotten.com. You're going to want to stick around for that, and that's 2 or 3 weeks down the road. We're going to have G back on because that dude's freaking incredible. He was in the episode just before this one. He's the one that left that super funny voicemail with this girl. She had to pee, and he didn't want to get her toilet paper. That's pretty funny, man. Sorry. I thought it was hilarious. And then we're going to have Lord Micah. I think Lord Micah and G are going to be in the same episode. Lord Micah also is a character from the story. He's the frequency scientist that went to Colorado and brought back all the kids from the Matagorda ZFC. If you're not up with the story, go to eddierotten.com. You got to get up on it because it's a pretty good, compelling story. There's different characters from all over the world, Twitter and Facebook. They write their own stories in, and I edit them and put them together, and people have fun doing it. So check it out, eddierotten.com. We're going to have these stories, and some of the guests come on. And this is all coming up soon. So now I'm going to take you to the rest of part 2 of the Zombie Life podcast. I recorded this a little bit earlier, and this whole thing that you've been listening to is a special little edit that I put together because I just got off the Skype with JiG, and he said, do this. So I said, all right, I'll do it. You don't have to yell at me. But I'm doing it because he told me to. Well, he asked me to, but I'm doing it because I'm nice. So here's the rest of part 2 on the Zombie Life podcast. Hope you enjoy it.
Well, hi, and thank you so much for choosing Happy Trails Hotel. We are sure you're going to be happy here, for we don't have any pesky zombies or the ASMZ up in her. Please sit down and take your shoes off. We think that you're going to have a great time. We haven't seen any pesky zombies or blood in over 3 months. So please, have a good time. Invite your family and your friends over to the Happy Trails Hotel. Thank you again, and please have a good time. We'll see you later.
This is Eddie Rotten. I'm coming to you live from my basement. I'm just playing. I don't have a basement. If I had a basement, it would have like awesome windows in it, pinball machine, pool table, freaking 7 large screen TVs. I'd be watching zombie movies on every last one. What? But you know what? As much as I like zombies and zombie movies and whatnot, I don't think I'm ever going to know as much as JiG will. Because every time I try to stump that dude with a zombie movie or even a zombie video game, the dude is on it. I don't know what he's got set up at his house, but every time I give him like a little clip of a movie or game, the dude is on it, like Bluebonnet. So today, I've got a treat for you. That's right. I've got a treat for you. I've got another character from the Zombie Life eddierotten.com blog. I'm going to be interviewing Lokey. His real name is, or I don't know if he wants you to know his real name, because he probably doesn't want you to look him up. Like the last few people, I said their names and their Facebook blew up, and now guess who's in trouble? Me. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this interview, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for being here. This is Eddie Rotten, the Zombie Life Podcast. Here we go. The leader of the Gypsy group, kind of a Renaissance kind of character. He does all kinds of stuff. He knows a lot of people from all over the world, even Africa. How does he know people from Africa? I don't know. Make up your own story about that. But what we're going to do right now is I'm going to call this dude, and if he doesn't answer the phone, I'm going to cry. Oops. I just tried to call the wrong person. So, let me try to call him again. Lokey, answer the phone. Let's do this. Come on, boy. Come on. Big money, big money, big money. No whammies, no whammies.
Hello.
What up, big dog, big daddy, Boomhauer?
What's that?
What's up? How's it going?
It's going.
It's going?
It's going.
Where are you going?
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere right now.
Are you at home?
No, I'm not. I'm kind of on my way home. Had to make a stop, but I'm good.
Are you on? You got your helmet Bluetooth cam on or what?
No, I just got off.
You just got off.
Yeah. I forgot to charge it last night.
Oh man! So you're at a gas station out in the middle of nowhere with your motorcycle?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, can you talk, or should I call you back later?
Yeah, no, I'm good to go, man.
Okay.
Are you recording this?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
You don't have to yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you.
Hey, you don't have to argue with me.
I'm not arguing with you.
Aha! See, that's an argument right there. That's an argumentative statement.
Well, I have my point, and you have yours, but yours sounds more like, like you're insinuating something, but mine is just a direct point, so there's a difference. You're arguing with me.
That's pretty good. I can't dispute that. Damn it.
So what's going on, man? What's new?
Well, dude, I just opened the show, and I wanted to just talk to you about what kind of character I want you to be inside the story, and you are. I don't know how often you get on and check it out, but because of our history together and the people that we know and the things that we've done, I placed you as a certain kind of character in the story, and it just kind of took off. And when your character came in, the blog kind of exploded to be more than what it was, which is just a kind of a gay story.
Well, I don't think there was anything gay about what you've written before you started writing about me, but I've followed it along. Of course there are some things that I'm just not at liberty to really confirm or deny about what's going on in there. It's strange that everything that you write is so close to what's really going on right now. And so just as, that most of my life I really don't confirm or deny anything because, snitches are bitches that end up with stitches and ditches.
Nice. Snitches are... say that again.
Snitches are bitches that
end up with stitches
laying in ditches.
Man, dude, I'm going to have that on my headstone when I die.
Hell yeah. I thought you were immortal.
Oh, that's true. I wasn't going to tell everybody that, but everybody that doesn't know, I cannot die. What's up now, biatch?
You cannot kill that which never dies.
You cannot kill that which never dies. Dude, last time I went through Bay City, I went to see Ada Chapman Box. And for those of you that don't know, Ada Chapman Box is an old hero of mine, and probably Jim's too. She died. We don't know who she is really, but she is laid to rest inside the Bay City Cemetery, and we congregated there, him and I, for certain specific conversations about certain topics. And on the side of her tomb, which is a tomb, it's raised out of the ground, it has inscribed on the side, like sandblasted or something, "Death cannot kill that which never dies," at a Chapman Box, like 1920 something to whenever. So the cool thing about her tomb was the lid was opened up just a little bit to where you can feel a little damp air coming from inside. And I always wanted to go back with a flashlight and look inside that hole, man. You remember that little gap of that little darkness there?
Yeah.
Well, whenever I went back, I didn't have a flashlight, but I did go and dust off the tomb and spend just a second there and dust off the letters of "Death cannot kill that which never dies," which actually comes into play inside the blog. It's about almost a year ago, where there's a group of kids outside. It's called the Matagorda ZFC, the Zombie Fight Club in Matagorda. There's a group of kids, about 200 deep, and they all they have a secret knock to get in, which is this. And Jim, I know you know this knock. You remember that knock?
Yeah, I still use it today.
That's the knock, dude. That's the ultimate knock for to let somebody in that's a friend. It's also the same beat as the song on Terminator. Did you ever realize that? Dun, dun,
Yeah, I
dun,
know.
dun, dun.
Dun 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 dun.